ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Great Ace Attorney. I'm Karen Maku.
And I'm Cody. Last episode, we did a whole lot of nothing. Like, we got the testimony from the Bobby and his wife, mostly his wife.
Half of the episode was us making jokes.
Yeah, but we didn't really gain any ground. We kind of addressed the fact that everything seems to line up with it being Mr. Natsume.
No, we did gain ground because now we found out, because of the fourth book at the crime scene, that the Garridebs are tied to it somehow.
I guess so.
Anyway, I raise an objection.
Objection, you suck.
Suck my balls. Anyway, I'm not done yet.
No, my learned friend, it's over. That last cross-examination was your final chance to establish a credible defense, and you failed. The die has been cast. There is no more room for debate.
Well, it might be over as far as you're concerned, but... Can't think of what to say.
Don't say anything. Express yourself through dance.
And then he puts on like a black suit and starts doing like interpretive dance or whatever. If I may, Lord Van Zeeks, it seems somewhat boorish to to close down the debate at this point. Oh, it was both women.
Your insignificant little Eastern Isle must be a lawless hole indeed. You are just racist.
Damn, that was a lot.
For a lowly judicial assistant to have the audacity to intervene at a moment like this.
The fuck did you just say? Oh.
Oh, so you're cool with throwing me across the room, but you're just gonna, like, cow down. Okay, man.
I am, to my shame, still a very inexperienced lawyer. So you will have to forgive me, but I consider my assistant's advice essential and her opinion invaluable. That's right.
Yeah.
Mr. Naruhodo. Good bento.
Dozing off right now, hang on. One of the land's great guiding principles is tolerance. One of this really? Shut the fuck up. So, the court will hear you, madam.
Shh, it works out in our favor. Don't make fun of him.
Nonsensical British bullshit.
Go ahead, Mrs. Sato. Please.
Get me out of this.
Get me McDonald's.
Very well. Pray, what insight can you give us? What have we all overlooked in this matter that you see fit to pursue further?
Oh, nothing. I'm just trying to buy time.
I'm trying to distract you so you don't realize that the fire is spreading to you from all the alcohol you spilled all over the fucking place.
Then he burns to death.
The only way to kill a vampire.
The court has been presented with new evidence, but only after the last cross-examination finished.
I see.
I get to do it again, motherfucker!
You believe that this new evidence warrants further examination, do you? Where am I?
Mr. Naruhodo, what do you think?
I agree with the pink thing.
It's just possible that this new evidence might be the decisive proof we've been waiting for. The judge is sure to ask the members of the jury to announce their leaning in a moment.
Jury, announce your leanings in this moment.
Oh, fuck! And of course, he's sure to ask you to explain what the crucial piece of evidence is and why. So we must take this opportunity to examine the newly presented evidence as thoroughly as possible. Which I should probably look at that burn then.
Because I don't know what we can gain from the photo.
Oh, look at this. The book has been badly burnt.
You're right. You'd never be able to read it in this state. Especially not the latter pages.
What a terrible waste. Judging from the scorched edges of the paper, I think the damage must have occurred very recently.
Book. Recently damaged by fire. Why does that seem to raise a red flag with me?
Yeah, that's probably...
Alright, cool.
We did need to update it. It's a good thing I looked at this. Yeah, as thoroughly as possible.
Yes, I understand. And thank you, Miss Sasato.
For what?
This is it. Sasato-san has managed to win us one last chance here. I can't let it go to waste. Excuse me. Oh, crap. I burped doing it out of my nose. The defense wishes to present evidence, my lord. Can't you just admit defeat already?
Zeeks, you look tired.
Very well. The defense may present one further piece of evidence. Evidence that apparently offers a profound insight into this case, and has hitherto been overlooked.
The book, right?
I can't imagine what else it would be. Because even if we examine the photo, there's nothing we can really gain from that.
It has to be the book.
It has to be. Do you
Well,
want to look at the photo real quick?
lives to spare, so I could just toss the book out there.
You want to look at the photo real quick?
Why would I look? Okay.
Just like look at it, just in case. Yeah, I don't see anything here. It was her snack. I don't see anything here that really stands out.
Anyway, so yeah, let's present the book.
Take that. The evidence in question is what we can see from the newly presented photographic print of the crime scene. The fourth book found in the victim's hand. Objection! We have already discussed the fourth book at length. Not really. Other than it being in the victim's grasp at the time of the incident, no significance has been attached to it. Pursuing the matter further would be a flagrant waste of the court's time, as you well know. Yes, I'm afraid, counsel, I must concur with the prosecution on this matter. When I afforded you this opportunity, you led the court to believe that the evidence in question contained a hitherto undiscovered clue. So I must insist that you elaborate, counsel. You will identify this clue at once. Do I make myself clear?
Yes.
Sure.
Sure, my lord.
My daddy.
Don't call me that.
Don't, I swear to God.
Mr. Naruhodo,
Don't do that again.
I believe the prosecution is trying to avoid a thorough examination of the evidence.
The
I
thing that
wonder
we've
why.
examined 3 fucking times already? Wow.
Which means you may very well be on the right track.
Yes, I think you may be right.
I am?
I can't wait to call back to the last episode where Van Zeke said he had nothing else to present. I can't wait to do that because he's going to present like 4 more pieces of shit. Precisely where is the vital clue to this case which the 4th book conceals?
Judge, turn it around. Turn the book around.
Would it be the burn or would it be the title?
It would be the burn, because then we have to... Then they would have to explain how fire got to the crime scene.
And also only burnt a corner of the book.
So yeah, right?
I guess so. That's the only thing that makes sense.
I would ask the court to observe the back of the book in question.
The back? What do you... Good gracious! It's been burnt to a crisp!
So we have to ask ourselves, why was the victim clutching what is clearly an unreadable book? It is undeniably an extremely unusual thing for her to have been doing.
Oh, their sweaters are tied together.
Oh, they have an infinity sweater?
I don't think it's an infinity sweater. I think it's just one long-ass sweater.
It's not, it's a scarf.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Unnatural, you say. And what of it, my Nipponese friend?
Oh.
Were I to concede the point, if it bears no relation to the case, there is nothing to discuss. So, should you wish to assert that this fire damages some veiled clue as to what happened that day? Pray, do enlighten us all. What truth does this charred book hide?
A charred book. There's just one possibility here, which I can't quite bring myself to rule out. It's an outside chance entirely, but worth a try.
Certainly. Where the hell did you read entirely?
I don't know. I'm tired too. Alright, I'll explain my theory.
Don't keep us waiting any longer then, Counsel. Explain this theory of yours. It's called gravity.
It's called a maid.
What are you suggesting that you can ascertain from the fire damage of this study tomb has suffered?
Its owner, correct?
Yeah, because we know that the Garridebs had the fire.
My lord, the burn on the back of the book reveals the... That's quite a tongue twister. Reveals the startling truth. The book's owner.
About the book's owner.
Blah, 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 blah.
I beg your pardon.
But we already know who the book belongs to.
No, we don't. Your husband's eating leather still.
The victim was grasping it in her hands as she fell to the floor. After all, it's obviously hers.
The question of how this book came to be in the victim's hand has yet to be answered. However, as to the question of who the book really belongs to and where it originated, the defense has very credible answers. Good gracious! How can you possibly? Very well, I'll play along with this futile attempt to delay your inevitable demise.
Here he goes again.
That's sexy Japanese.
Wait, did I say sexy?
But do remember, the members of this jury may well burn you if your little gamble goes awry. Counsel, the defense's response here is very likely to influence the final outcome of this trial.
Really?
So shut up. So tell the court, who do you claim is the owner of this burnt book?
I know.
Is this the quickest way to him?
I don't know. Maybe. But I was just thinking it's like, Sholmes! It belongs to Sholmes! Get him in the courtroom!
He likes books, doesn't he?
Anyway, it's John Garrideb.
Yeah.
Yeah,
His
because
face is weird.
it's his favorite book, so...
Yeah. 46.
Yeah, he was in the war, too.
The answer is that the book belongs to the couple who owned the house where the defendant had his lodgings. A certain Mr. and Mrs. Garrideb. The landlords.
Sorry. And whether this is some extraordinary coincidence or some kind of fate at work, I don't know, but... Of all the people in London, one of these 6 chosen for jury duty in this courtroom today is none other than Mrs. Garrideb herself.
Dressed as a maid because she's kinky like that.
Man, can you fucking, like, believe the coincidence? oh my goodness.
She's
Me? Did you forget her jiggling?
Yeah.
I think you must be mistaken, sir. I am not Mr. Garrideb's wife. I'm his maid.
You're wearing a wedding ring. Things would be so much easier if you would just drop the pretense.
Alright, then.
Alright, I'll do it, because you're reading for a woman.
Okay.
Alright then, how about a simple question for you? Have you ever seen this book in Mr. Garrideb's house?
Oh, watch. She's gonna fucking say no. I would never presume to know all of the books he keeps, sir.
Objection!
But you're the maid. This is outlandish behavior. This woman is the accused landlady, you say? You implicate this hard-working member of the public. You besmirch her without a shred of evidence.
No, I'm accusing her husband.
Yeah, and also, you have no room to talk. Your actions are unforgivable.
Typical Nipponese.
Objection!
Nuh-uh.
No.
This is not mere conjecture. The defense happens to know that on the day in question, at almost exactly the same time as the victim was stabbed in the pavement below, another incident was taking place in the room on the top floor of Mr. and Mrs. Garrideb's house. Good lord, what sort of incident, counsel?
A marital dispute.
A fire, my lord. Rare to say it was. Happened in the blink of an eye, you know.
Do we need to read this? We read all of this before, right?
Yeah, this is just a recap of the bullshit that happened in the past.
Yeah, it's just smoke and...
Couldn't see my nuts in front of my face. It was crazy, yo.
Why were your nuts in front of your face?
Don't worry about that. I was practicing my contortion. Jesus Christ. His mouth. I'm gonna suck that dick so good. The lion's pride.
Sorry.
You okay?
I'm gonna suck that dick. You can't stop me.
That dick is gonna be mine. By Jove, it's the very same title that's the subject of this debate.
Wait, really? Oh dear me.
Objection.
You can't prove it. This is risible. All you've told the court is that a book by the same name was involved in a fire.
Risible.
Do you find it risible when I mention my good friend, Biggus Dickus? God, Monty Python is a treasure. In which case, it would be reasonable to assume that it was burnt to ashes. And entirely unreasonable to infer that it magically removed itself to the scene of the crime.
But an entirely coincidental thing that the book at the crime scene with the same title is also burnt.
Oh man, which do you think is more likely, Vampire Man? Perhaps it would make more sense if I told you that the cause of the fire was marital discord. Without going into details, it appears that Mrs. Garrideb was considerably enraged. Apparently, she continued to attack Mr. Garrideb even amid the flames. Yeah, typical wife priorities.
Oh, how awful! I can't even imagine being so horrid to the one I love, to the one you love. Can you, Rolly? You good?
Absolutely not, sir. My Patricia would never raise a finger against me, sir.
What are you laughing
Dude,
about?
she's yanking you around like a fucking dog on a leash. I was just imagining the building, the room's on fire, and Mr. Garrideb's trying to like crawl away, and then she comes out of nowhere with a fucking chair and hits him with
And here comes Mrs. Garrideb with the chair. And then she climbs on top of the cannon and then like body slams him through the other floors.
slaps her fucking elbow. No more. I'm crying.
It just slams through Natsume's room all the way down to fuck. What was his name?
No. Natsume's above them. The clown is below them.
The clown.
I don't know what he's supposed to be.
It's from Shakespeare. Stupid.
Sure he is. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. Okay, I'm better.
No, he's not below. No. The Natsume lives on the middle floor.
I thought the Garridebs lived on the middle floor. And
No.
also, who cares?
I care.
Well, put up on the screen who's right.
I don't want it.
That's work. Oh my god, I'm about to vomit. They're all my favorite old novels in that case. But as soon as the fire got hold of them, that was it. Whoosh, up in smoke. And the wife started hurling things at me.
Do we need to read this?
No.
Under heavy enemy fire.
Oh my god, did she yeet it at the fucking window? Did she throw
I know for a fact it didn't like bust out the window because otherwise they would have that cardboarded up. Right?
And I guess. Oh man.
Oh, sorry.
Goodness gracious. Are you suggesting that the book was thrown through the window and landed coincidentally at the scene of the crime?
Objection.
No. A thorough investigation of the surrounding area was conducted the very evening of the incident. There is no report of the Garrideb's window pane being broken.
That means it was open.
Yeah, or it found another way out there. That's quite true. We also saw no signs of broken glass when we visited the Garrideb household. But is it not conceivable that the window was open at the time and... Not even remotely! Let us not forget the season and the chilling weather that accompanies it.
Except that there was a fire in their fucking room. And they would open a window to let the smoke out.
No, they wouldn't. Shut up, nerd.
They die like real men.
Like good British dogs. No Londoner would ever leave a window open in the middle of winter. Even with a fire in their apartment?
No, they die like real men.
Does the defense postulate this scenario in all seriousness, counsel? You earnestly claim that the book found at the scene was a flaming projectile thrown by Mr. Garridebs' wife.
That's hilarious to imagine the book was still on fire when tossed out the window.
I can imagine a wife doing that.
I believe it's a possibility, my lord.
Yeah, it's just one long scarf.
That's quite enough. I think that's her.
Probably. Is it? Oh, it is. Are we gonna have to replace her on the jury?
Yes.
Really?
Well, I hope that everyone can see you for what you are now. A little foreign trickster.
You little foreign trickster.
You call yourself a lawyer, but you're just a coward. A mean coward.
You're a mean lady.
No. Really? Claiming that our little tiff set the whole neighborhood alight. Honestly, maybe it's
just
fucking Britain.
You just admitted.
That you were fighting.
And that you're his wife.
Implying that I'm merely posing as a maid for appearance's sake. How could you? It's nothing to do with this beastly case. Not any of it. All you've done is sully our family's name.
No, I assure you that was never my intention.
Dragging an upstanding citizen's name through the mud simply to divert attention from your failing defense. Wow, that hurt.
Why'd you slap him? What if he just like turned and clocked her? Equal rights means equal fights, bitch.
Oh my god. I should box your ears. That's what I should do. It's utterly unforgivable.
Too right.
Here we go.
How long have we sat here now listening to this Nipponese spouting out his fancy foreign theories?
Cool.
But think about it. At the end of the day, the only person who could possibly have stabbed the victim is that little hunchback with the mustache.
Is that the only animation you have?
And he ran away from the scene, too.
I do declare you're right.
It's true.
Yes. What did I tell you?
Oh my god, if you have to do another summation. Makes sense to me.
What?
Sorry, what's that? Well, fuck me, am I right? It would appear that the ladies and gentlemen of the jury are once again in full agreement. What is your position, Lord Van Zeeks?
Do it.
Do it. Oh my god. Hang on, let me break another goddamn fancy-ass expensive glass. In truth, my lord, I feel these have been unnecessarily protracted proceedings. But then, one must always exercise patience in order to savor the best vintage.
No, wait! The mystery of the fourth book still hasn't been...
Stop doing that! If books are your predilection, my learned friend, study them on your own time.
Can you get your boot down?
You're gonna scuff the wax.
Are you gonna re-wax the table?
What? No, forgive the discourtesy this time?
No, he fully means the discourtesy.
Oh my god. I hate this.
It's true, he didn't say it this
He
time.
didn't. In that case, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, you will now state your individual decisions regarding the defendant's culpability for the court to hear.
Wow. I keep forgetting
Words.
that bag's there.
Guilty.
Oh, fuck.
Guilty. Guilty.
Guilty. Guilty. Guilty.
Oh, oh my god, we have to do it. I don't want to do another summation examination, dude.
It's the second to last case. It was coming.
I don't want to do it again, man.
We got like 30 minutes this time.
Thank you for that unambiguous response.
That's twice now. It's over.
There's no way they're gonna let you get away with it a second time.
Mr. Naruhodo, don't give up.
Miss Sasato?
Have you forgotten? The battle isn't over yet.
I'm gonna punch you in the face. You're not suggesting
Of course, the defense has a right to another... The defense has a right to another summation examination at this point.
I have to go to work tomorrow.
I know.
It's gonna be 11:30 by the time we finish this.
You can still convince the jurors to change their mind. You have one more chance.
I'm gonna be upset about this for the rest of the night, too.
Why?
This is ridiculous.
My lord, the defense asked to exercise its right to a summation examination.
Oh my word, here we go again. You believe you still have tricks up your sleeve.
I don't intend to trick anybody. I intend to uncover the truth. This is no time to be downcast.
Smell my finger.
Pull my finger, it'll be very funny.
First one to do that joke.
As long as there's a chance, I have to stay strong and determined.
Okay, cool.
Okay, time for... Oh, no, it's
to be
continued.
contended.
We still have 30 minutes.
Oh my god. There's still 30 minutes.
Save. The 3.
The runaway room. Don't you hate it when your room just gets up and goes somewhere else?
Damn, yeah, I do.
I know I've sat there once it happened and just sort of been like, well, fuck, what do I do with my day?
That was my happiness on that chair.
I've considered the defense counsel's request for a further summation examination of the jury. And they're denied. Fuck. And I've determined that the court must uphold the defense's judicial right to this procedure. So, counsel, you will now proceed with your second summation examination. I presume the jury is ready, Mr. Foreman? We are, my lord. Very good. In that case, I must ask each of you now to state clearly and concisely for the court the grounds for which you find the defendant guilty of this crime. For the love of God, don't just say a statement.
Don't say you want to go home either.
You have to give an actual reason. You can't just sit there and be like, oh, I'm a Jupiter and Mercury's in retrograde and I'm a Pleurodon or whatever. You have to give an actual fucking reason as to why you think he's guilty, okay? The accused left behind evidence at the scene, didn't he? Those 3 books of his.
That was 4.
Who fucking cares?
If there were some novel alternative explanation about how the victim was stabbed, I might reconsider.
Ah, fuck me. Sorry.
That's you.
Even if the woman was throwing books, it can't be related to the crime if the window was closed, can it? God, that smile.
Dearie me. If it was only a little book.
It was only a little book.
It was only a little book, hardly life-threatening, even with a direct
It was on fire. Look, I just want to get this over with. If I don't bring home some pay tonight, I'll be in a tidy bit of trouble. Come to think of it, we had a fire at home a while ago. Gave me the sneezes. Hey! Ooh! Smoke! Ah! Yes. Considerably more tangible arguments from all members of the jury this time around.
Nope, not Grandpa. That was literally a statement. I was talking about a fire at his house.
Grandpa is senile.
Unfortunately,
so we'll get away with this.
He's given us, actual, important shit every single time he rambles, though. Like the fact that Natsume saw him fall over. He's giving us the clue that the window was open.
Oh my god, you're right.
He's the most
He's the most helpful person here.
Oh my god.
And he's senile.
He's not even helping somehow, but he's helping.
Oh my god.
Anyway.
What was that fucking phrase, in a world full of madmen, only the sane are insane? With one notable exception, of course. My learned student friend was unable to find fault in the previous witness testimony. I did find fault. Who cares? So the court must accept the fact that it was indeed the accused seen fleeing from the scene. And moreover... Again, that's like the second one you've broken. No one else was even at the scene to commit the crime.
Except for the couple.
Well, if the eyewitnesses are correct, it would seem as if the conclusion is somewhat set in stone. I fail to see how it can be argued any other way.
That means, I'm afraid, that during the summation examination, it's essential that you establish some other tangible explanation for the facts.
But how? What would even constitute a tangible explanation here? Isn't it obvious? Who stabbed the woman, and how? Those two details are all you need to provide. Simply give us a name and a method by which the attack was conducted. And there I was thinking this might be hard.
But Mr. Naruhodo, you have to do it. Otherwise, this really will be where the trial ends.
God forbid.
Cody wants to go home.
No pressure, then.
You
That's
good over
quite
there?
enough preamble. Proceed with the summation examination, please. I presume you are prepared, counsel?
Yes, my lord. All right, Ryunosuke. Focus your mind now.
Open your third eye and your fourth nut. Clearly, the key to this summation examination is going to be juror number 4, the maid. Or should I say Miss Garrideb?
No, you should see the maid. We have a book that disappeared from Mr. Garrideb's house on the evening of the incident, and the 4th book found in the victim's hand.
There must be a way to link the two. Yes, that's what we have to find. Using every technique I've learned in my short career so far. Whatever it takes.
Don't forget to keep an eye out on Mrs. Garrideb and how she reacts, even on the things other people say.
Okay, do we have to press the old man?
So, well, I mean, like,
Man, Naruhodo has like a stance of power, though.
even though he is the most unconfident man in this room.
Like, he's more scared than anybody.
Anyway, yeah, let's talk to the old man, considering he's probably gonna give us the thing about, like, the window was open.
Senile old shit.
Right?
Yeah.
Press.
Hold it!
Does that have anything to do with your decision about the defendant's culpability?
Culpability.
Yeah, in this case?
Sorry, what's that? You'll have to speak up, lad.
Could you tell us more about the fire?
It was last winter. My grandchildren baked me a lovely cake on my birthday. Unfortunately, we're in the 1800s, so cakes kind of suck. It had 75 candles on the top, it did. What a sight to behold it was.
Those will suffocate all the other candles.
Don't worry about it.
You put candles on a cake? Was it some kind of devil worship?
Of course not. It was an angel cake. To celebrate my birthday, obviously.
It seems this is a common custom here in Great Britain, Mr. Naruhodo.
Well, it's weird, and they're wrong for doing it. Anyway, I mustered all my puff to blow them out. Only I must have blown wrong somehow. The flames didn't go out, but the candles went flying all over the room. The furniture caught and everything went up. The whole place filled with smoke.
Definitely sounds like devil worship to me. And by the sneezing, I presume you mean a cold. But how did you catch a cold from a fire?
What a fiasco it was. The grandchildren, bless them, threw water over me as they tried to put out the flames. Then, because the whole room had filled up with smoke, of course, we had to open all the windows to clear it.
The windows.
The biting winter air rushed over me like the devil dancing on my grave, it did. Got a terrible cold from it. Put me in hospital for a while. I won't forget that birthday in a hurry.
I knew it was devil worship after all along. But something about this old man's story is playing on my mind for some reason. What was that?
Blah, 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 bitty, blah. This doesn't matter.
I think you're going to need to pit them against each other, force them to each other's alternate.
It's like Twitter says, the only facts that matter are alternative facts.
Stop talking. Stop talking.
You're all nonsensical. None of you matter.
Hang on, I'm gonna check something real quick.
What's up?
Just making sure it's still fine.
Okay. God, we still have half an hour.
Okay, so something about, like, if a window was open. Yeah.
Can we pit that against the old man's?
Even if the woman was throwing books, it can't be related to crime if the window was closed. But if the... I think we can pit it against each other, because the window...
Yeah, you have to open the window to clear the smoke.
Yeah, so that means that the window had to have been open because there was a fire.
Yeah.
Objection!
These two juror statements clearly contradict one another.
They do? How exactly, counsel? Don't point at me again. I told you it wasn't me. What's that you say? Speak up, lad. Speak up.
Juror number 3. Do you see?
No. Oh, me? See what, sir?
Did you hear juror number 6's account of his birthday celebration last year?
Were you invited?
I wasn't even here.
It was great.
That was a bouncy castle.
Freshly invented.
It seems, despite being a Londoner, he once opened his window in the middle of winter.
Well, of course, because it was an emergency. I mean, obviously, if the room was filled with smoke from a fire, then you'd be mad not to open the... Oh, shit.
Exactly.
He just, like, keeps walking until he leaves the courtroom.
He walks out of the courtroom, he goes home.
Everybody's like,
Is he coming back? On the day in question, at the time of the incident, there was a fire in Mr. Garridebs' household. And Mr. Garrideb had the following to say.
The whole place filled with smoke.
Did you like my impression?
Oh, my hat!
Look at her, she's being weird.
I love his little sprite picture.
Ah. He's just a dandy man, isn't he?
He's having such a good time.
Anyway, oh my hat, pursue.
She is like downing that tea. She's gonna have to pee so bad.
Juror number 4, do you have something to say about that?
You got something you want to tell us, little lady?
I'm very thirsty.
Mrs. Garrideb.
Oh dearie me! What is the meaning of this? How dare you imply that I'm hiding who I really am? I didn't say that.
Yeah, you are really putting words in my mouth. It's imperative that you confirm something for the court. So please, it's time to drop the pretense now.
What is it?
When the fire started in your house that day, did you or your husband open the window?
What? I beg your pardon? What are you insinuating?
The room would have been thick with smoke after the carpet and bookcase caught fire as they did. In a situation like that, it's inconceivable that you wouldn't have opened the window.
No, we chose to die. Like proper Londoners. And what if we did?
Well, then you'd help make sure an innocent man doesn't go to jail and get executed.
I don't see an innocent man. I see a filthy Japanese.
God.
I mean, she probably would say that. She was saying he's been shifty ever since the beginning.
Yeah, it's just blatant racism, the game.
Oh, all right then. Yes, you're right. My husband was frantically trying to open the window. Not that he's my husband. I'm lying about that.
I was gearing up to drop an elbow on him from the top ropes.
I was coming at him with the chair. Which can't have been easy, since I continued to give him a justly deserved book battering.
How dare he bite it? How dare he bite it? Oh, fuck me. Never mind.
You got this.
Even though your house was on fire?
Oh, you never stop throwing until the anger subsides. It would be terribly bad for the nerves to do otherwise.
Of course. I should have realized.
Is that a thing?
I mean, sometimes when you're angry, dude, you kind of just have to let it run until you're not angry anymore. I think I've only been that angry once in my life, where I, just needed to let it keep going until I was out.
When was it?
I don't remember. Kind of blacked out.
Oh, was it that bad? What a significant step forward, Mr. Naruhodo. You've managed to establish the window was open. We simply must have that added to Mrs. Garridebs' formal statement.
Okay. So, now you mention it, yes, the window was open at the time. I'd clean forgotten, but it's true.
Oops, sorry. Let's see.
I think we've already gotten what we can get from this guy.
We haven't even talked to this guy.
No, I just mean from the last thing.
Oh, wait. No one changed their leaning.
Nobody's changed their leaning. So what do we do? That guy changed his statement. The first guy.
The first guy?
No, not the first guy. The guy in the brown suit. The window could have been open when the woman was throwing books.
So we just gotta pit this guy against Mrs. Garrideb because she's saying it was open.
Maybe because the pinkish purple lady says she'll only change her vote if you can prove that something's weird about the stabbing. Something about her is weird.
It's her face.
She's like a doll.
It's her face.
Yeah.
It looks like that they came up with the body and then placed a separate head on top of her.
It's just like if she bounced, they'll sound like bones rattling.
But like, I think we should pit juror number 3 with juror number 4.
Yeah, I think that's all we can do because at the very least that'll confirm the window was open. Wait, what's fair play's thing? What does he say? The accused left behind evidence of the scene. Did he those 3 books? Okay, that's nothing.
Yeah, that's nothing. But it seems likely that we have to do this.
At the very least, we can establish that the window was open.
Objection.
Go from there. They don't contradict each other. They support one another.
Hold it.
Fuck. Did I fuck up?
Yeah, we fucked up. This music didn't stop.
Ah, fuck.
It's complete nonsense. What? Banker, don't forget. An educated man. There's no contradiction as far as I can see.
Wait, so... Okay. Okay, so we took damage. We gotta kill ourselves.
Oh, damn it. What's the goal about it? It's very important to listen carefully to every juror, Mr. Naruhodo. Okay. Whatever. I guess we have to, like, look somewhere else then.
Maybe, wait, press the lady. Press the weird lady.
The weird lady?
Yeah. Because, like, why is she focusing on the stabbing?
Because they're saying that, like, you know, someone needed to be there.
Guess so.
Hold it.
So, oh wait, this is you.
So, you might be willing to change your decision, you mean?
Oh my, such delight on your face. But I'm afraid I shan't be swayed by emotions.
I don't have those.
Watch, and then she like, sorry, she did a lot of that, and then I just imagine like her head pops off. She's got like spider legs.
Oh God.
Despite what you may think of me, I'm a very modern,
Metropolitan
and rational woman.
That's great.
Wow.
Good for you. Gold star.
If one reads the morning paper, it's all forgotten by tea time, isn't it? So why read them in the first place? Damn, you got me. Oh, that was cute. See? Modern, metropolitan, and rational thinking, wouldn't you say?
That's something.
You're stupid.
And not at all extreme.
As I see it, it's overwhelmingly suspicious.
And overwhelmingly suspicious.
I know, I caught my fuck up. An overwhelmingly suspicious Japanese man has been implicated by overwhelmingly strong testimony. So despite one or two minor puzzlements, I do declare that man is overwhelmingly guilty. Modern, metropolitan, and rational logic, wouldn't you say?
You are a creature. Overwhelmingly.
From the woods, are you? But us modern gals are... Sorry, this bitch is really getting me. She's being really stupid, and that's just fucking with me. But us modern cows are always delighted to embrace embrace new fads, you know. So I'd be only too happy to consider an exciting new theory if you came up with one. I'd
be happy to do that too. If only I could.
She's a thought, isn't she?
Oh, hells yeah, dude.
Okay, let's do our very best not to disappoint the modern and metropolitan young lady.
And logical.
No.
Was that the rational? Right. I'm glad you admitted the rational there.
Yeah, she's not being rational in the fucking slightest.
Oh, she's something. Did she change what she said, or is it still like the 90? Some novels, okay.
Yeah, because technically we didn't do anything special with her. Let's talk to this guy. I could have sworn there was something special here.
Alright.
Hold it!
Ah! You just want to get this over with? How can you sit there and say something like that? A man's future is at stake here.
Well, him and me both then, like I said before.
What?
Oh, I already blanked you out. What did you talk about, buddy? I told you already, I'm a day laborer, aren't I? Thought I'll bring home some Reddies with me tonight.
Eddies?
You'll find me floating face down in the Thames tomorrow morning.
Wow.
Alright.
Get out of there.
Filthy.
What?
You heard me. My missus ain't one to mess about, you know. She can be fierce, believe you me. A lot of married people in this. A lot
Yeah.
of marital stuff in this trial.
Another shining example of marital bliss, then.
A situation like this cropped up the other day. It was, well, your name's James. No,
Oh my god, if
it's
his name's
funny,
fucking
but
James.
I can't quite remember. Sorry?
Sorry?
It's too frightening, that's the thing. Must have blocked it out.
Helpful. I wonder if Miss Beat will...
Mr. Beat.
I wonder if Mr. Beat will ever get dragged into the Thames by a scarf.
Nah, dude, that bitch is too crazy for him.
Don't even go there, Mr. Sato. There must be some way to jog his memory about this. I know exactly how to do it.
Oh,
Unfortunately,
yeah.
I don't know how to trigger it.
I'm assuming maybe we have to...
Hang on. Maybe we should, like...
Hold it!
Hang on. This is just a hunch. The fourth book... This is you, actually.
The fourth book...
Yeah, you fucked up too!
The fourth book found at the scene of the crime shows very obvious signs of fire damage. And the titles of the book is The Lion's Pride. The same title, in fact, that the book that as the book that Mr. Garridebs told us he'd been reading.
Ah! Well, I really couldn't say.
On the day in question, did you or did you not throw it at your husband? Throw at your husband the copy of The Lion's Pride that he had been reading?
I did.
Bitch.
It was the first thing I could lay my hands on, so I hurled it straight at him. And now you come to mention it, yes. He was rather enjoying reading it, you're right.
Why did you not reveal that information to the court from the outset? Stop slapping him!
Because I
Jesus.
couldn't, you insolent little man. I didn't remember.
You quit slapping that guy? Jesus.
At times like that, you pick up and throw whatever you can lay your hands on. As well you know.
I really don't.
Oh boy.
Ah,
I triggered it, yes!
oh god, me muscles!
Oh, they're bulging out! And he, like, rips his shirt and he reveals all of his, like, working muscles.
Built like a Baki character.
Pursue.
Excuse me.
I knew how to trigger it. I had to get What's-Her-Face to slap him.
Again.
Yeah. What is it, juror number 5?
You know something? I've remembered what it was. That memory I had blocked out.
Ah!
Ah, shit. I was listening to what this granny was saying. Brought it all flooding back.
Why'd you hit him again? Who are you calling a granny, you cheeky devil? I'm Mrs. Garridebs, or the maid. God, you can't decide who you are.
She is all over the place.
I'll have you know.
Man doesn't even flinch. Please tell me that's not because he's so used to being hit all the time.
That's probably it.
It was about 2 weeks ago now. I just got back home after work, like. Put my hands in my pocket for the wages I'd earned that day, and I nearly died. It was a hole. Every last penny had dropped out.
Man, that must suck.
Oh yeah, especially when your like family is relying on that.
Oh, what a disaster.
You haven't heard the half of it, boy.
Oh?
The wife was cutting up some chicken at the time.
Oh no, now you're gonna get infected.
You got salmonella. I could hardly get the words out, but I told her straight. I've lost the day's wages, love. Next thing I know, the blade was whistling past my ear. Struck into the wall next to me, it did. About an inch deep.
Oof.
Oh my fuck, what if...
Yes.
Oh no.
Yes.
Oh no.
No words,
What
just
if-
terror.
Oh no.
What is it?
What if she threw the fucking pocket knife out the window and accidentally hit Olive Green? What if that's it? Oh my god. Jesus HF. I could smell it then, you know. God awful stench of it, of the Thames. I was sure I was gonna end up face down in the muddy banks that night, I can tell you.
What's the Thames? Is it like a muddy river?
It's like a river that flows through London that's gotten really polluted.
Ugh.
Now, that's a real disaster, isn't it?
I'll never use the word lightly again.
Yeah, your wife tried to kill you. Anyway, the point I'm trying to make is this. When women lose their rag, they'll throw anything at you. Knives, hatchet, hammers, you name it. I swear to fuck if it is. If she stooped down to pick up that burning book and then got hit in the fucking back with a knife.
Hang on, I got something to show you.
No, Lonnie, you don't.
Yes, I do. It happened on the other side of the street.
So, still could have thrown it that fucking hard.
If she threw it across the street, the knife would be in her back at an angle.
It's sideways.
I mean,
and also at an angle.
Yeah, but it would be the wrong angle.
Would it?
Because it's like... It's...
Yeah, but if she had turned around to pick up the book,
Turned
and then if she got stabbed and then like kind of turned before she fell, I don't know, man. I'm kind of caught up on this right now.
Mr. Naruhodo, you mustn't think that of all women are so short-tempered and unrefined.
You threw me across a room 4 times.
What are you talking about?
Sit on the throw, and she throws us for saying it.
Oh, you're not gonna read
No,
that?
no, I wasn't thinking that.
Throwing household objects at people is, well, it's so uncivilized.
You threw me across a room 4 times.
You're not an object. At least attack with honor. Use a bow or something like that. Or something.
Nah, man, hand to hand is honorable. You gotta enable PvP with these fuckers. What? Attack? Who are you going to attack?
She throws him in the courtroom. Never mind. Anyway, the man's words could be rather significant, I think.
Alright.
You good?
No, I'm tired. We'll come back to this bow and arrow thing later, if I dare.
It fades back in. She's got a bow and pointing it at him.
Okay. The kitchen knife really brought that home to me. Okay. Wait! Oh my god. Hit that against the weird ladies thing.
Okay.
Wouldn't it have been easier to just hit pit out of this?
Well, I have to, like, start out on the person.
Oh. Really? Does it matter?
I don't know, because it's like, I can't get this guy to change it, apparently.
Calm down, calm down.
It's definitely your hands are hot, get off of me.
Hit it against the black dude.
I know, he's not black! That's not black, sir!
Objection.
You're married to me! I would hope you know what black looks like!
I'm colorblind.
Okay, so yeah, this did get her. These two statements clearly these two statements clearly have a deep, significant connection. He says different things every time, apparently.
Good grief. You mean they don't contradict each other? Explain, counsel, at once!
Juror number 2, do you think perhaps that this could be, one such novel alternative? Oh my, what do you mean?
An alternative explanation as to how the victim was stabbed in the back. What are you talking about? Oh my god, it's really what I said. If it is what I'd said.
We've demonstrated that the fourth book, The Lion's Pride, that we found at the scene of the crime, originated from Mr. Garridebs' room on the top floor of his house. Therefore, it's equally possible that some other object besides the book could have been found. It
Could have found its way.
I know. Could have found its way from Garridebs' household to the street below.
What's that now?
After all, Mrs. Garrideb could have thrown any number of different objects at her husband. Isn't that right, juror number 4? What are you insinuating now, you little...
You okay?
What the fuck
Oh, that got you.
What the fuck kind of insult is that?
Just called him scrawny.
People.
Beginning to think that ever since the true origins of this book came to light,
Beanpole.
perhaps she's had a feeling this might be what happened.
Oh, she's been thinking about it this entire time and she's trying to hide it desperately now?
Now you listen here, you Eastern Gala. As the foreman of this jury, I demand a straight answer. You give us this yarn about some other object making its way out of the house, but what? What was it?
I'm sorry, I can't give you a straight answer. I'm gay.
I can give you a gay answer.
Ooh.
I'm really taking a big gamble here. That was a bold accusation to make, but I haven't any real evidence to back it up.
Is this Mr. Garridebs nice? Yes. Fuck.
But I'm certain that at the very least this warrants further investigation.
Alright, Mr. Foreman. I'll try to explain the defense's theory.
The other object that found its way from the Garrideb household to the scene of the crime was...
Take that!
a knife.
The victim herself! Juror number 4, Mrs. Garrideb. What now?
I must apologize in advance for this. But I need you to confirm something else for the court. This knife. Have you ever seen this knife before? Good Lord, Counsel. What on earth are you doing? That's the weapon that was lodged into the victim's back, man.
Shut up, shut up.
Just let me run with this.
Oh, Susanto, you're standing with me?
Yeah, sure. My lord, remember that when the victim was attacked, Mr. and Mrs. Garrideb were in the throes of an argument. Well, more like throes of her beating the shit out of her husband.
Oh, sorry.
Mrs. Garrideb was hurling anything she could at her husband, who'd been backed up against the window. A window that had been opened to clear the smoke, and through which a book had sailed to land at the scene of the crime.
Oh, so I didn't need to shut that other guy up. He just didn't change his leaning for some reason.
Yeah. You can't seriously believe that. That book was found in the victim's grasp. Are you saying that it flew out the window and across the street to land neatly in her hand? Huh. Even more Mrs. hasn't got a name like that.
Yes, I admit, there are many details we don't yet understand. But that's the point. That's precisely why. We must not allow this trial to end. Not right now. Oh my.
Where am I?
Mrs. Garrideb, your answer, please. Have you seen this knife before or not?
Don't lie, you're under oath. You're not allowed.
Oh,
Whoa,
Oh, shit, she's dead.
Oh, cool, we killed her.
Now we'll never find justice.
My lord.
Oh, that's me.
Oh.
I wish to change my decision. Please.
This scary lady's voice got deep for a second.
Yeah. I am a woman of my word, after all. Thank you, madam.
Thank you. Yes, I agree. Wait, really? I certainly didn't see this coming, but... Wait, really?
Yeah, I guess he's not mad at me anymore.
Okay. I don't think it would be right for this trial to come to an end with so many unanswered questions.
Mr. Foreman? Oh, are you changing yours too?
I'd have to agree. Not that I think the granny didn't mind.
Well...
Yes, you know what? I'm not quite happy about this at the moment either. All together now, ladies and gents.
Sorry,
That's-
just looking at the guy at the end. He has no fucking clue what's going on.
No, he's lost in the sauce. So the only people who haven't voted are the senile old man and the lady who's dead.
And Mrs. Garrideb.
The lady who's dead.
We did it. Oh, congratulations, Mr. Naruhodo.
So, as a result of the defense's summation examination, a number of jurors' leanings have changed.
Nice.
2 jurors called guilty against 4 now calling innocent. Accordingly, the opinion of this court is divided. And this trial will continue in the next episode, ladies and gentlemen, because we're at an hour. So make sure to join us next time. Oh wait, are we actually in the to be continued?
I don't think so. He's going back to his stand, which
Okay.
will stop here.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we hope you guys enjoyed this. And if you did, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And we'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.